And this is not really a boycott. It's a permanent ban because there is no way we're going to make this much progress and then start backtracking. We are doing a permanent transfer of wealth into the black community. And do not worry about or concern yourself with the folks who don't want to join the movement, because there are some people who just will never stand for shit. That's why people walk all over them, because they don't stand for anything, and that's okay. That's their right. But like I said, we're not trying to convince nobody of shit, nor do we need any allies, because the black dollar is very powerful on its own. And shout out to all the business owners who have been getting influx of all this damn business since this whole thing started. I'm loving these videos of people coming forward talking about they selling out of their products. They having to order more. That means we are truly standing on business this time around and showing them how powerful we really are. So yeah, we gotta keep it up, and don't let it be 6 months down the line and then let me see y'all up in these folks' business. Cause no, we not patronizing with these people no more. That's it. Like I said, this is not Asian hate. This is black love. That's it. That's all we doing. I don't have no hate for no other race, but I do have a love for my own community, and we need to start showing each other that love.
Welcome to World Moving Train, where we give you an update of what is trending around the world, especially in the United States of America. Um, Lately, there have been a lot of reactions from the black communities in the United States of America. This is because of the recent verdicts given to Rick Chow, a Chinese store owner, who said he was, who claimed and said that he was defending his son. That's why he shot the 14-year-old boy at his back. And this has caused a lot of reactions by Black Americans. And if you watch my previous video, you'll see that I talked about how Black Americans reacted by boycotting every businesses and services that has to do with that Asian owned. Right now, there've been a lot of front and back. Right now, there've been suggestions. There've been things that they ought to do and things that they ought not to do. But right now, the black communities are insisting that they are not going back, and that they are coming up with plans and strategies on how they will begin to own their stores, their businesses in their neighborhood. That they no longer want to patronize the Asian businesses in their neighborhood, in their communities. And for me, this is a good one, because history has shown that the black community has always been on the wrong side of justice. There's no time in the past that the black community were on the right side of the communities, of the justice, to be precise. And this has happened over and over and over again. And Asians right now are reacting, because right now they are coming out to support the black communities, to support the black, and they are saying that we know that we have that the ruling of the court is wrong. Excuse me, that the ruling of the court is wrong. Ray Charles should go to jail for killing or murdering a 14-year-old boy just only because he took 2 bottles of water from your store. And they are supporting, and they are also pleading that they should not boycott black businesses, I mean Asian businesses, and business owners, Asian business owners as well are really, really saying that they should please look for a way to go around this, that they should not boycott their business and all that. We are here to bring you the reactions from different perspectives, different line of thoughts. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Note that credit belongs to all the content creators in this video. I'll be right back.
Yesterday, when I made the post regarding people should not be boycotting Asian business, I did not know what the situation was for until later. Come to find out, an Asian man was not guilty for shooting a black teenager kid, and that's why the black folks are mad and they're boycotting Asian business. I see where you're coming from, though. I feel your pain, and I'm so sorry for the tragic that you had to go through. But when I hear the fact that you are going to boycott Asian business, that caught me off guard. And let me tell you why. Is because when you say you are boycotting Asian business, that's a big statement. Like, you know, Asian comes in different area, like Laos, Cambodia, Vietnamese, Japan, Korea, China, India. So when you say you're going to boycott the Asian businesses, that's all of them. But the fact that we didn't do anything to y'all, that's why I'm tripping about. That's it. Not that we're not feeling sorry for the situation. It's just, I know it was a Chinese man who shot the kid, but one man's crime cannot affect the whole community. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was caught off guard, because I'm Asian. And when you say you're going to boycott Asian, that's like involve all of us. And some of us be like, what the hell did we do? We didn't do anything. We knew the situation, but we feel for the situation, but we didn't do anything. That's why I made that video. You see what I'm saying? Not trying to not have no empathy or sympathy about the situation. I feel bad. But it's kind of hard to boycott the Asian community because it's like, it's everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we need to stop this racism stuff, man. We need to love each other more. We need to really embrace each other's differences and just work it out. And at the end of the day, we need God. That's what we need.
Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress Black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in Black communities, even though Black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, Black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community. And by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community. This is an ideal situation, and that is not what happens with Asian American businesses operating in Black communities.
The Asian community is literally so anti-Black, and it literally fucking pisses me off. Like, we are literally so uneducated, uninformed, just misinformed, everything about the Black community, and it pisses me off. And like, it just boggles my mind how a lot of Asians see Black people as beneath them. I shit you not, I literally saw someone on my story and I literally was so gagged. Like, I was like, are you serious right now? And I sent him a message, ask him if he's being serious about this. This guy is Bhutanese. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but like, I guess he got like some kind of spray tan or whatever because he's doing some kind of stupid movie shoot or whatever. Roy posts on his story and says, because his skin is like 10 shades darker or something, he said, "Can I say the N-word now?" with a ninja emoji next to it. I slid up so fucking quick and I asked this man, are you fucking serious right now? And guess what? That man left me on red. Need I say again that he is not Black? He is Bhutanese from Bhutan or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Quite honestly, like, the Asian community is literally so underhandedly racist to the Black community, and it just, like, not to mention the Black community is one of the most supportive of marginalized groups that has ever, like, uplifted the Asian community and actually put effort into supporting us. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of Asians off for saying that, but it's literally the truth, and I fucking see it for what it is.
Hey, Black Americans, have you noticed that throughout this Asian shop owner boycott that we got going on, you got a bunch of Asians popping up saying, "What? Wait a minute, Rick Chow, he's not the same type of Asian that I am. I'm Japanese, I'm Cambodian, I'm Vietnamese, I'm all this stuff." Interesting, but you told us that we were just Black. That I was the same as a Haitian or a freaking Jamaican, that I don't have my own separate lineage group, my own ethnic identity. You know, whenever you mention reparations, you'll get white people saying, well, I'm part native, so and you shouldn't get it. Were you a part of the tribes who owned black slaves? Oh, I was a part of a different tribe. Or you get them saying, I'm Irish. And they mentioned that whole Irish slave bullshit. So every other group out there can distinguish themselves by ethnicity. But suddenly, when it comes to black Americans, we can't. No. Either you respect my damn ethnicity or I hold you all in the same group. Pick one.
My grandma always used to say, people always think the grass is greener on the other side, but you still got to water that shit. And every time I see certain conversations online, I always think about that. I'm seeing some folks say black people shouldn't be boycotting Asian businesses. Y'all gonna see what happened to y'all. And I'm like, what happened to y'all? What happened to us? What happened to y'all? That's the part that always kind of gets me, right? If black people don't matter, if the black dollar ain't valuable, if black people are doing too much, then stop taking our money. It's really that simple. Go on and get all them other dollars. Open your stores exclusively in communities where you feel like people don't complain, don't protest, and they don't speak up. Since we're such a burden, go and see how much it works out for you. The irony is black people have spent generations fighting for equality, not just for black people, but for everybody. And now a lot of people that benefited from the fight that black people did, they want to say, just be quiet and shut up. But if it wasn't for us, they'd be no you. And now some of the people who benefited from black folks opening those doors act like black people don't bring nothing to the table. And that's why I don't get offended anymore. If you truly believe black people have no value, stand on business. Stop taking the black dollar. Stop opening businesses in black neighborhoods. Stop marketing to black consumers. And this let us know when that little experiment works out. Because see, my grandmama also taught me something else. Folks don't appreciate water until the well runs dry.
Asian people, listen up. This is your PSA. I know a lot of us are outraged about the Cyrus case, and I know a lot of us don't stand with some bigoted Asians that are challenging black people about this boycott. I want us all to get along and stand in solidarity with each other. So here are some suggestions that I heard from black people on how we can improve relations. The biggest one is stop disrespecting black people in stores. And I know this is the toughest part because sometimes our stores get stolen from. And I know we want to protect our businesses. But we also have to care about our customers and our communities. We need to be able to protect our businesses while respecting everybody in our stores. We should also give back to the local communities that we are in. Many black people feel like if you're in their communities, then you should give back to their communities. And I understand that sentiment. Also, shopping in black businesses. If we can do some of this more, I believe that we can help improve our relations with our black brethren.
Old boy took that video down because I can guarantee you the people within his community got on his motherfucking ass. Because they know what type of boycott we're talking about. They know good and goddamn well we not talking about Honda, Altima, fucking Samsung, fucking iPhones. We're not talking about that. We know us trying to boycott them in that way would not be effective, and they know that shit. They called and got on his ass. That's why he took that video down. Because they know we're talking about all of their businesses that thrive within our community due to our money. That's why he took the video down. Because they know we can crush those businesses by only not shopping there. That's why he took the video down. And that's who we're talking about boycotting. And if y'all learn to stay the fuck out of black people business, y'all wouldn't be looking like idiots on the fucking internet because you assume the most ridiculous thing possible. Boycotting Asian products when damn near everything is made in fucking China. And y'all thought that's what we were talking about. But yet y'all believe y'all are superior to us intellectually? Be fucking for real.
I As an Asian woman raised in Black American culture and is also raising 2 Black children of my own, I would like to talk about this Rick Choi situation. And first off, I would like to send my condolences to Cyrus's family and parents. I am so sorry for your loss. Now, if y'all do not know about this Rick Choi situation, I do recommend for you to go look up information on your own. I have watched everything and gathered everything, and here are my thoughts on it. The justice system has failed. South Carolina justice system has failed, and they have failed Cyrus. Now, if you guys go watch the video, if y'all don't know about the story, let me catch you up. The young boy, 14-year-old, went into a gas station to get some water. He was then accused by the gas station owners that he stole water. He left the store. The father, Rick Choi, and his son had proceeded to go out of the store to follow the young boy and shot him in his back. Rick Choi is recently found not guilty, and it was self-defense. I don't know about y'all, but getting shot in your back, how is that self-defense? How was that self-defense? There was no witnesses as far as the shooting. So the information that they presented to the court was that Cyrus had a gun on him. And supposedly he pulled it out and Rick Choi shot him in the back as self-defense. But how do you get shot in the back if you're turning around? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Now the problem here is Rick Choi is found not guilty, right? Because of self-defense. And the thing is, in court, they are not allowed to bring up old cases. This isn't the first time that Rick Choi has shot somebody. This is the third time. But in court with the justice system, they are not allowed to bring up his previous information for the jury to have an idea of what kind of man Rick Choi is. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been raised in hood. My corner gas station in Capitol Heights, we got boosters all the time. We got people stealing all the time. The owner is not running out after the boosters to shoot them. The correct way to go is take a picture on the surveillance, post it up. This kid is wanted for shoplifting, isn't allowed to come here. Call the police. But to actually run out of a store with a gun to shoot a child over a bottle of water is insane. Now, I know a lot of Asians that are racist against Black people. I know that firsthand myself living life, but that doesn't mean all Asian people are racist. Now, when it comes to this Rick Choi situation, I feel like it's deeper than racism. That man got a trigger finger. He's trigger happy. He shot twice and got away with it for pleading self-defense. So the fact that he got away with shooting people twice, he's getting away with the third time, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. He's trigger happy. If you don't know anything about killers, once they get away with one thing, they just gonna keep doing it. Now, I also saw a video of Cyrus's mother breaking down for the injustice of her son and her crying how people are leaving nasty racist comments under her videos about her son, how he deserved to die, and all these racist comments. See, the thing is, y'all people on the internet is way too comfortable. Y'all way too comfortable to say anything out of your mouth. Y'all just way too comfortable on the internet, and it's just pure ignorance. This lady just lost her child. He's never coming back. He's a 14-year-old boy. Black people are saying they want to boycott all Asian businesses. I get it. Do what you feel like you need to do. But once again, not all Asian people are racist, are bad people. There are good people and bad people in this world, regardless of what race you are. And when it comes to Rick Choi, I feel like it is way deeper than racism. That man got away with way too much shit. And he is comfortable, and he knows that he's gonna win if he get a good lawyer, and that's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what we're in an uproar about, is the fact that we couldn't bring any of his past to the courtroom to prove that this man is a cold-blooded killer. That's my thought on this whole situation. Once again, my condolences to Cyrus's family. I don't think this is a fair verdict. And please be a kind human. Have some sympathy. Have a heart. Be kind. Because when you die and it's time for Judgment Day, remember, what kind of human were you? All right, bye, y'all.
Yo, this boycott might be the wake-up call that Asian people really needed. Hear me out. Everybody worried about how this boycott is going to hurt Asian businesses, but I'm more interested in what this boycott is going to make us become. Let's be real. Most of us are operating on formulas that were built 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago by our parents and grandparents. Shit not the same no more. The world changed since then. Technology changed. Communication changed. Man, everything changed. The only thing that ain't really changed is our systems. And here's another thing. Most other people look at Asians like we all the same, but that could be farthest from the truth. Because Asians as a whole is actually divided as fuck. Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Cambodian, Thai, Filipino, those are all people from different countries. We completely different people. But in America, everybody looks at us like we're the same. So this boycott ain't just going to affect one group of Asians. It's going to affect Asians collectively in America. And history has shown when pressure is applied to different groups of people at the same time, it has a way of making us realize that we got more in common than we actually thought. So could this boycott hurt many Asian businesses? You damn right. But could it also wake the Asian people up in a way that we never saw before? Absolutely. It can make us rethink how we operate and come up with new formulas instead of relying on old ones. It can make younger Asians start stepping up in a way that Asians ain't never stepped up before. Because one thing we Asians have always been good at is adapting. When times get hard, we adjust. When old opportunities disappear, we make new ones. When doors close, we build our own. So the question shouldn't be, what if the boycott hurts Asians? The question should be, what if this boycott wakes us the fuck up?
The way y'all keep coming with excuses as to why these nail shops and other Asian businesses and restaurants and stuff are empty, y'all really don't believe that when black people set their minds to it, that they can actually stick to it and make differences. But then again, yes, y'all do. It's why y'all try so hard to convince us, like white supremacists have always done for so many years, that it doesn't matter when we unify, when clearly it does. But to see y'all writing all these excuses, it's a Monday, oh, it's still too early, or it's this, or maybe just people are standing on their word, black people, and keeping their money in black businesses. Bravo, black people.
Speaking specifically to the Asian community right now, we need to stop pretending like anti-blackness does not exist in our community, as if it's not a problem, because it is. We see it in the stereotypes that get repeated in our homes, in the way some people talk about black communities, the excuses people make when black people are harmed, and in the silence that follows when accountability is needed. The response for some Asian Americans for the killing of Cyrus Belton has been deeply disappointing. Instead of centering a 14-year-old black child who lost his life, some people rushed to defend Rick Chow, justify the shooting, or shift blame onto Cyrus himself. That should disturb all of us. We cannot keep demanding solidarity from other communities when anti-blackness within our own community goes unchallenged. We cannot talk about the racism Asian Americans face while refusing to acknowledge prejudice that exists in our own families and social circles. The model minority myth has convinced some Asian Americans that proximity to whiteness will protect us. It will not. That myth was created to divide communities of color and to encourage us to see ourselves as separate from the struggles of Black Americans. When we buy into that mentality, we become participants in a system that harms all of us. Accountability is not anti-Asian. Calling out anti-blackness is not anti-Asian. Using to excuse harmful behavior because the person involved is Asian is not anti-Asian. It is the bare minimum. If we are serious about justice, then we need to be willing to confront uncomfortable truths about our own community. That means challenging anti-black comments when we hear them. That means rejecting stereotypes. That means listening when black people tell us about their experiences. And that means recognizing that solidarity is a commitment. It is not a slogan that you wear, that you can just slap on whatever you want. Cyrus Belton deserved to grow up. He deserved to be safe. He deserved better than the assumptions and the fears that ended his life.
Let me educate y'all a little bit just to make sure that we all on the same page. Aside from the fact that he's a 14-year-old carrying a gun with a laser, pointing it on social media, and all of the other stuff, right? Because I've had these conversations. If you guys are unfamiliar, 14-year-old walks into a store. They say that he didn't have any money, but he got a backpack, he got a gun, and the gun has a laser on it. He gets confronted after walking around in the store for 20 minutes, taking stuff, putting it back, taking stuff, putting it back. They suspected that he shoplifted. Ultimately, he got chased and the gun fell out. This is according to the testimony, not my opinion. What was testified was that he pointed a gun at the son. The father then shot him, tried to resuscitate him. They called 911. They was distraught about it. Rick Chow, 3 years later, then gets acquitted, not guilty. Let me be the person that says the uncomfortable part out loud. What makes y'all think that even before this, that black culture ever messed with y'all in the first place, that black culture was championing Asian causes. And I don't care what type of Asian people that you talk about, because most black people just automatically assume that you're Chinese. Let's be clear about that. And it doesn't matter. They're already calling for a boycott of you guys, even though you didn't have anything to do with it. And it don't matter if you was Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're already calling for a boycott. So y'all thinking that y'all got some kind of solidarity with black culture. You're no different than the white apologists that continue to uphold this racist narrative that keep us divided in the first place. If you think in any shape, capacity, or form that black people care anything about you outside of what they can order from your store.
Just wanted to give y'all a friendly update. Cajuns is slow. It is at lunchtime. People are not playing about boycotting right now. I do love Cajuns, but I'm a boycott with my people. I've had no bad experiences there, and this whole strip is still slow. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Okay? Very, very slow. Y'all know this strip usually be packed. I love it. Like I said, and I don't think every other race of person is a bad person, but spiritually, soully, and historically, majority have been against our people, and they don't give a fuck about our justice. So this is why we have to get more serious. We have to put our foot down, even if you love the place you want to go to. Like y'all, it's almost time for me to get my nails redone. I don't know where I'm going, and if you live in New Orleans and know any black-owned businesses that are doing nails, y'all need to send them to me, because I'm going to need them.
Y'all come with me on this good Saturday morning, and let's see how this Asian beauty store, nail store, food store boycott is going, since they dared us, since they said they want to see us not support them, since we need them so much. This is what I saw at the first stop. They standing outside. They like, where the black people at? So I rolled over to the next place where I usually shop here. I'm not even gonna lie, this is my favorite place for the last 10 years. But let me show you, this is not normal on a Saturday morning. No, ma'am. All of that over there is usually filled, okay? It's even usually going into other people's parking spaces, businesses' parking spaces. This is not normal, y'all. So good job. Even the nail salon down the street is empty. It was a few coons in there, but for the most part, empty. And because this is a predominantly black neighborhood, of course there's more than one hair store. So I went across the street to check out the other nail salons and the other beauty supply stores to see what type of traffic they were receiving this Saturday morning. Empty. Love to see it. And as I was going to the next store, I met this woman coming out, and listen to what. For some reason, the sound of us talking went out. So let me just recap what the conversation was about. For one, she didn't know anything about Cyrus being shot. She didn't know anything about Rick Troy being on trial and I'm found not guilty. She didn't know anything about the Asian boycott or about what that Asian man came on to the internet saying that he dared black people to boycott because we need them, yada, yada, yada. And so I gave her some information, and I also told her about some black-owned beauty supply stores that was close to us. And like I told her, Google black-owned whatever, and whatever's in your local area will come up. It's not hard to find. You just have to be intentional about it. But we had a good conversation, and she thanked me for letting her know. So then I went around the corner to this other one because I was like, one more on this. And look, it was empty too. Good job, UNC.
Asian people get on this app and other apps claiming that Asian people have only committed those 2 crimes against black children. And those 2 crimes that were committed were both anti-black hate crimes. Okay, that's the real truth right there. And my question to them was, can you give me any incidences where a black person harmed an Asian child out of anti-Asian hate crimes? And this is what I have found. On March 30th, 2016, an Asian man by the name of Christopher Q approached a black teenager who had just gotten out of practice at Irvine High School in California. He approached the black teenager with an iron bar and he yelled racial slurs at this black teenager. The black teenager was waiting for his brother to pick him up. While Christopher was yelling racial slurs at this black child, the child managed to get away and find his brother. His brother tried to intervene to help his younger brother, and Christopher Q managed to break that black man's nose for trying to protect his younger sibling from Christopher Q. In 2017, Christopher Q took a plea deal and was sentenced to 3 years probation and 180 days of jail time. This next one isn't easy for me to talk about because it was a Vietnamese man who committed this crime, and I'm Vietnamese myself. But I'm gonna do it anyway, out of fairness. I believe in being fair. In 2021, Ryan Lê Nguyen shot a black child by the name of Kobe. That child was only 6 years old. This happened in Detroit, Michigan. Kobe just happened to be riding his bikes with his friends, and they left their bikes out in front of Ryan's yard. Kobe then returned to grab his bike with his friends, and Ryan came out with a sledgehammer, yelling at the children. He then went back inside, and as the children were fleeing on their bikes, he shot a bullet through his window, hitting Kobe in the arm. He shot a black child who was only 6 years old in the arm. Ryan was sentenced to 40 months to 15 years in jail. I have not found anything in regards to his whereabouts at this moment.
Hit me with a sledgehammer, but that's not gonna work because I'm too fast.
So then what did he do?
Got a gun, boom, shot me right here.
It's all on video. Saturday afternoon on Candlewood Lane. You'll see kids playing, hear a gunshot, then Kobe realizes he's hit.
Oh yes, when it comes to hate crimes against Asian people, there have been some black people who have committed hate crimes against Asian people. But I have not found a single black person who has harmed an Asian child yet. But when it comes to Asian people harming black children, that is a whole ass other story. And that is something our community needs to unpack. Because how bad is the anti-blackness in our community that we don't even view black children as people? We don't even give them the rights to humanity, to be treated as human beings.
It's just me. Hey. Hey, sis. I just wanted to process how empty it was. Just wanted to process how empty it is.
Welcome back to World Moving Trend. Please note that all the videos in this channel is for educational purpose only. Is not to bring any confusion or any chaos into your mind or into your society, but rather it's just to educate you so you can know how other group of people are thinking and their line of thought, and you'll be able to decide yourself what is right and what is wrong. My take on this is that I really support what the Black Americans are doing right now. I think one of the lasting solutions is not just to boycott. I feel like it's also to create a system that works within themselves. So now, if Asian businesses are being set up in black communities, that means there's a potential, there's a market in that community, and a lot of Asians see it as a big market, and because they are doing great things with these stores and beauty salons and all that, etc. And so therefore, I will encourage the black people to also come up with their own businesses. Let them go into this business and own it. Because I believe that a black man or a black owner of a store will not kill a little boy because of 2 bottles of water. I don't know how that is going to be, but that is not ever going to happen. And that's what it is basically. So I support them. And fine, I also accept the apologies and the defense of the Asians about the ruling of the court, which was not in favor of black as usual. But this is to say that is a solution. The solution is not just to boycott alone; is also to start having business or founding businesses in black communities that support black. And that's my take on that. I would like to hear your thought about it, because this is a very, very, very interesting topic. Your thoughts goes a long way. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on my next. Bye.